going on, everybody? Dave here, JDH Reptiles. Just want to do a little year-end review. First of all, I do have the humidifier going. I need to keep my humidity up because in the wintertime here in Michigan it drops significantly. So sorry about the background noise. Hopefully my background music will take care of that. But if not, that's what you're listening to. I do have the fans off and the heater off at this moment. So anyways, I got my little cheat sheet here. I'm going to be able to go down the list and tell you exactly what we did for our 2018-2019 season. So as you know, if you've been following on in any of our videos, we had 9 clutches. We were shooting for 13, I believe, but we had multiple females not go. So we ended up with 9 clutches. Out of those 9 clutches, we had a total of 57 eggs and 1 slug. So 57 eggs, 1 slug. The 1 slug came from our pinstripe female. She had 10 good eggs and 1 slug, so 11 total. Very large clutch, did very well. Now out of those 57 eggs, 1 egg did not make it through incubation. I should say it made it, did not mold out. We cut it on day 55, if I remember right. It was our very first clutch. And one of the 4 eggs, the hatchling had some kinks, and the eggs did get desiccated a little bit in that first clutch, because it was the first time I've ever used an incubator like this. We built our own, and the substrate was not wet enough. So I've learned from that, and all the other clutches we had no issues at all. All the eggs were nice and plump. Everybody did well, and all the eggs either pipped, or when I cut them, all the hatchlings came out and survived. So out of 56 good eggs, we had 3 that pipped. I cut all the others. As you guys know, I try and cut them when they start to sink in, anywhere between day 50 and 55, really. Our incubator is set at 89.5 degrees. So it's very consistent, as you've seen in our incubator build videos, how we do our incubation. Pretty much all the eggs. I did have a couple of clutches that could have went a little longer before I cut them. So I learned from that. This year we'll do things a little bit different for the most part. They all had sunken in. We cut them. Regardless, all the animals were healthy, and out of all the eggs, no one had passed after they came out of the eggs. So we did fantastic. With the 56 good, 1 that didn't make it through incubation, and the 1 slug, really it comes down to a 98% hatch ratio where they all lived. So really, I would say our incubator is on point. Remember, again, this is the incubator setup that I learned from Garrett Hartle, and also some help from Marshall Platt of Marshall Law Morphs. And Garrett Hartle obviously is the owner of Reach Out Reptiles. So this is a cooler built incubator. You put water in the bottom, and the eggs sit directly into a moistened perlite. Again, if you want to know how we did that, there are videos, probably 3 or 4 videos in our collection. You can go back and look at those. I'm also building a second incubator this year, which the design of the incubator is a little bit different. It'll ultimately have the same design, but if you want to know how we're going to build that one, I will have a video for you on that as well. So going back to the cheat sheet here, let's see, out of all the animals, out of 56, we have 4 left in our possession that are for sale. It is a pastel G-stripe, 66% het VPI xanthic. We have a 100% het clown male. The pastel G-stripe is also a male. We have a regular G-stripe, 50% double het for VPI xanthic and hypo. That one is also a male. And then the last one, which is also a male, is a triple het, 100% het for G-stripe, and double het, 50% possibility on the VPI xanthic and hypo. Okay, so we have 4 left in our possession. We kept 11 animals this year. That was our holdbacks. So that puts us at 15. So out of the 56, that means 41 of those animals have already been sold, shipped, and doing well with their new owners. So this year's been very successful. Once we get the last 4 out the door, we'll have no more animals to go out that came from our collections this year. Now again, if you followed in the past, we did have, what, 3-4 clutches here from Serpentine Affliction. We helped take in some of his animals and some of his clutches. That way we could help get rid of them for him. Again, we're doing this at 0 profit. So just to make that very clear, no profit for us. All the money for what we sell after shipping and you know, boxes and supplies and whatnot is 100% going to him. So this info that I just gave you, none of that had to do with his. It's completely what we did this year with our 9 clutches. So out of those 9 clutches, all the eggs we had, it really comes down to about 6.3 eggs per clutch is what the average was. Now again, we did have an 11 egg clutch, or 10 1 slug, so made it 11 minus the 1 slug. We had a couple 7 egg clutches. We did have a couple, we had a 4 and a 5 egg clutch. But again, it really comes down to about a 6.3, 6.4 egg clutch ratio, which I would say for our first year, and pretty much all the girls were first time breeders, I'd say we did pretty well. I think we had 2 that this was their 2nd year. Other than that, all the others were first time females, and they all did amazing. All right, so that's our end of year review. Again, we're done with hatching this year. We've already started breeding. I do have like 5 or 6 females who've already had males in with them and had 3 or 4 locks. So really, I'm looking forward to seeing some ovulations, hopefully in the next 60 days. From there, obviously, we'll get eggs and we'll get the incubator fired up here right by the new year. You know, without any hitches, hopefully we'll have eggs in our incubator by the beginning of the year, somewhere in January, February at the latest. That would be amazing, and we could start again next year. And this year we are hoping for right about 22 clutches is what we're shooting for. So my guess is we'll aim somewhere for 15 to 18 actually in the incubator. So without any problems, hopefully all that'll work out the way we hope. And we have a lot of healthy babies, healthy mothers that lay nice big clutches for us. So thanks again, everybody. Appreciate your time. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Any questions, please feel free to leave a comment or send me an email at jdhreptiles@gmail.com. And if you're interested in any of the 4 animals we have left, or any of the, we got about 18 animals left here between the ones we have and the ones that Sam brought over. So send me a message, I can give you a list. Shipping season's pretty much over. However, like this week is great. I've got about 2 days I can still ship out. We'll see what next week looks like. So if you get your orders in, we'll keep an eye on the weather. In the moment we're at 40 or above at all 3 places, that is here, the hub, and for you, we'll ship out. So send me an email or post a comment down below. And thanks again for stopping by, and have a fantastic rest of your day.